Hello, my name is DC. I'll be giving a match analysis for Morocco versus Nigeria. Morocco versus Nigeria. This was the women's final for the AFCON. Didn't cover the games, because Zambia got knocked out. But anyway, let's get to the final. Let's start somewhere here. Alright, so somewhere here. First goal of the match. Alright, so as you can see, everything here from Nigeria is okay. Yeah, she's unmarked, but she's very far away from goal. Unlikely she will do anything. She's close to her. She's in a position, if it's placed, she can immediately pressure, and then you have, uh, players here that are there to block off in case anyone decides to have any funny ideas to run through. Everything from Nigeria is okay, because even up to this point, she passes it like it. This they do exactly what they're supposed to do. Because if you have noticed the number 13, immediately she saw. Just in case she got past her, and just in case she got past the Nigerian player, she was there to cover. So everything here from Nigeria is quite alright. Up until here. She has the ball. And now the problem is that she wants to keep possession of the ball. But at this point, if you had to kick it out and go for the throw in, I have no problem with that. Because if you turn, there's someone here. Or maybe she could have played it to her, since she has a full view of the field. And then if she played it to her, she can play it into them because there are the two of them there, and then they'll know what to do with the ball. Because if you look at this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Moroccan players, maybe there's one that's might be 6, maybe that's the referee, I don't know, but maybe they could go on a counter attack. But she holds on to the ball for too long, and then she passes it to the opponent, who is in a really great spot to take a shot. It wasn't a problem before because they were in a position to mark, but now it's that they've backed off, not because of anything, but because the Nigerian player had the ball and then gave it away. She could have passed it to the other teammate that was in front and had a better view, but she didn't, and then this is a lovely strike. Goal. That's a really good goal, but I think maybe the keeper could catch it because now that I look at it, it's on the same side of the keeper. Maybe they'll give us a different angle so that we can. I think this one will do the best. We'll do that strike justice. Alright, so keeper is in the middle of the goal. Yeah. Anyway, maybe on a different day that would have gone. She would have saved that, but it's still a great strike. But a bit careless on the ball led to them conceding the goal. Let's head on to the next goal. This is a cross. The Moroccan player here slips, but it's one of those things. It's the slip actually helps in lead. It helps in scoring the goal because she slips and that distracts the Nigeria. It's funny because it's one of those unexpected things that you as a coach would shout at, no, no, bad, bad, bad. But when it leads to a goal, you'll be like, you won't know whether to shout anymore or, it's a weird thing because she falls down. But that falling down aids because the Nigerian player doesn't really know how to get rid of the ball. And at this point here, now do you see that? Let's just play it back a bit because that's where everything gets lost. Because at this point here, I think she should just go straight for the ball. She's trying to intercept, but I think at this point, just guide her. Put your arm out so that you can just be there to. It's just for security reasons. Put your arm out so if you're feeling your opponent, you can actually anticipate their movement better because depending on the way your arm moves, that also gives you a good sign of where they might want to go. Because here, look at the way she runs. She runs entirely into that trap. She runs entirely into that trap because as the Moroccan player is going like this, the Nigerian player wants to intercept, but unfortunately, at the point that she manages to reach her, she's gone past them and she can't do anything because anything will lead to a foul. And here, that's a good strike and that's a good goal, that we have to admit. I mean, I think this will tell us better here. And then this will show us that she falls down, and yeah, I think the Nigerian player didn't want to step on the Moroccan player because she does take a bit of a step to the other side. But here, yeah, that little step she takes to take it herself slightly wider but forward, that's what aids in her scoring this goal. Well taken goal, I will add. All right, this point here, they don't show us the penalty. They don't show us what led to the penalty. They just show us the penalty. Okay, now this is one thing they should really remove from football: the stutter steps, because it does confuse the keeper. Because at this point, the keeper, I don't, her stance is a bit weird, but it's because of the stutter step. Because when someone is running in motion, as a goalkeeper, I'm gonna do some terrible drawings. This is the goal. This is the goalkeeper. Yeah, this is gonna be a terrible goal. It's gonna just for yeah. This is the penalty take. This is penalty spot. Penalty taker. Yeah. So every time the player runs and they'll run and then they'll stop. They'll run and then they'll stop. That is confusing the goalkeeper because at any point they can shoot, at any point they can take that big step and shoot. So it does confuse them because the keeper has to make that decision early because the ball travels fast and they have to catch it. Let's look at the keeper. Yeah, I'm sure the news was going the wrong way, but it's about taking penalty. It went the right side, didn't go to the corner, but as long as it goes in. Because with penalties, there's no right way to score them, as long as they go in. Because, I mean, if you look at where she scored from, I mean, it's near the center, but it's about taking penalty because it goes in. There's no, it's very difficult to score. Perfect penalties are those whereby here and there. Bottom, top corner, maybe a bit of this region here. But anything that goes in is okay. Really is. Right, so here we're heading to the next goal of the match. Alright, so this part here is a bit funny. Because they have more than enough people to deal with this. But she shouldn't. Okay, I understand she's the last one. But if you're not fouling anyone, you're better off just running behind. Because at this point, I would take that yellow card easy. I would take that yellow card easily. No problem at all. Because if you look at this, gets past her, and then like in that burst of space, she is really quick. And then now the player that's here, I like how she goes to run towards the ball, but there's a point where she reaches where she just stops, or she just takes it. Okay, you. I'll just let you look at what she does. She's running, stops, and there. You see, she was running, stutter, and then as she opened her leg to block the shot, it simply went past in between her legs, and then it went through goal. But I have a feeling if she continued running, because at least here she showed commitment. Because when you're the last person or last defense, whatever you do is okay as long as you do something. Because I feel if she just went straight forward to the ball, maybe it would have been different. But because she did that stutter step and then it's funny how when you stretch your leg to try and block the ball usually goes in between your legs. I don't know why. It just happens. And the goalkeeper here can't really do much. Good finish from the net. Yeah, great goal. But because of that change of direction, I feel if she just went straight, that would have gone in. Because I'm sure there, this one captures it perfectly actually. Because as you can see here, I mean, there's nothing much she can do. Because the goalkeeper also left a lot of space. Because you see, start a step there, and then no, it actually went slightly above her leg. But it's one of those things, you try to make yourself bigger in order to. And also, look at the point at where the goalkeeper is still on the post. And funny enough, the Nigerian player just plays it back to where she was. Poof, go. Football can be cruel and funny sometimes. Alright, now this chance was funny. Alright, so cross comes in, right? Now look at how many Moroccan players are there in the box. 1, 2, 3. I think that's 5. Yes, there are 5 Moroccan players in and around the box here. Cool. And now what I don't like is that all of them immediately start sprinting out. They remove all the options. Yeah, because yes, they do. And then also, uh, okay, so she's here alone. And then also the safety. There are 2 people near the post just in case someone tries anything funny. Yeah, they're there just in case anyone tries anything funny. They're there to deal with that. But now, for me, the part that frustrates me the most is here. The Moroccan player here has the ball, edge of the box. She can't shoot. It's obvious they have blocked her off. And then what she does here is that she passes it to a teammate. Now, what frustrates me is that, yes, she couldn't do anything because there are a lot of people in the box, understandable. She goes there. She is going there. She is my. Everyone's attention is here. What frustrates me the most is that there's no one from Morocco trying to make that run just to give her that option. Because look at this. No one is. All of them, they were running out of the box and then they completely stayed there. I mean, she has no other option. Because if the way they ran out is the way they're running in, even just two or three players, just to give us something to aim at, maybe they could have scored. But I don't know why. Because there were so many people in the box. Maybe they're afraid of a counter attack. But come on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players. So you're telling me with the people that are no, come on. They really should have supported. This one is this. I just watched the highlights, but this could have been a goal if just someone just ran in this area here. Even just two or three people would have made a major difference. But no, they forced her to go alone, and then it was easy for her to be stopped. Cross comes in. You can already tell just by the way people are running. It was a high line, space in behind. Keeper isn't really commanding. She's on a post, and it's a really good finish into the box. Goal. And where? And they've scored exactly where she was. Why does that keep happening? I think it's a somewhere here, right? Cross into the box. She's alone, and it's a scruff. Not a scruff. What's that? That's the name of it. It's a scruffy finish, but as long as it goes in, as long as it goes in. Uh, yeah, I think that's a bit unfortunate though, because I mean this is the final, but they don't show them lifting the trophy. I know this is a highlight, but come on. I mean that was a major event because it's sad they don't show them lifting the trophy. It really is. Otherwise, that's been my match analysis. Congratulations, Nigeria, for Morocco. Just poor game management led to them losing the game. No one intends, no one wants to fail, but failure to prepare is preparing to fail. Because trust me, with better game management, they could have done better. And 2-0 leads. If there's one thing I never want to do, is stop on the gas. If you're leading 2-0, just continue. 2-0 is a very dangerous scoreline because one goal motivates the other team, the second goal demoralizes the team that had the lead at first. Anyways, interesting final. Otherwise, that's been my match analysis. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.